And just to pass the time, I'll play some Mortal Kombat. For all of the one person who's in here other than myself. Let's play this one. The volume on this game isn't very good.
Smoke. Choose. You will never win. Round one, Smoke. Fight! Well done. Well done. Smoke wins. Round two, fight!
Computer likes to counter you.
Superb. Finisher.
And unfortunately, Smoke only has one fatality.
Smoke wins. Fatality. Round one, fight! Well done. Well done.
He sweeps me from a mile away.
Smoke wins. Round two, fight! Superb. Finish him. Smoke wins. Fatality. Round one, fight! Superb. Kitana wins. Round two, fight!
I'm gonna lose this one.
Finish him. Kitana wins. Ermac. Round one, fight! Fight. Superb. Dino wins. Round 3. Fight. Well done. Well done. Finisher. Ermac wins. Fatality.
Smoke and Ermac are pretty much the same character.
Round 1. Fight.
Obviously, though, he doesn't have a spear, but...
Cyrax wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done.
I was lucky.
Round 3. Fight. Finish him. Cyrax wins. Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight. Superb. Sub-Zero wins. Round 2. Fight.
Man, that's annoying.
Cyrax wins. Round 3. Fight.
It's an interesting pattern. Let's see.
Well done.
Let's actually hit him.
Sub-Zero wins. Round 1. Fight. Superb. Well done. Superb. Superb. Sub-Zero wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done. Superb. Striker wins. Round 3. Fight. Striker wins. Sub-Zero. Round 1. Fight. Striker wins. Round 2. Fight.
Computer likes to maintain this little distance here. God, that's annoying. Ah, whatever.
Well done. Striker wins. Smoke. Round 1. Smoke. Fight. Well done.
I didn't even know that high kick was gonna whiff like that.
Well done. Striker wins. Round 2. Fight. Well done. Super Striker wins.
Alright, that's enough of that crap. Beating the computer at Mortal Kombat it's always a losing battle. They like to read inputs and things like that, so. Interesting game. Got about 2 more minutes. Oh, while I'm at it, I might as well just let the game do its thing. not much of an intro. And just to be sure, there we go. Actually, I think that's all right. Well, for the two people that are in here, might as well get started then.
Has passed since the third energy incident. Dr. Kirk's research on third energy has been taken over by a government agency, and massive research has begun at a base somewhere in the Midwest. However, in their pursuit of immediate results, they have failed to take the necessary precautions, and once again, an accident has occurred. This time, the entire research base, military institution, and a small town close by have disappeared. In their place, there now lies a jungle from another time.
May 10th, 2010. I'm about to step through a gate into another time. Or maybe it's another world. I'm being sent in with other members of TRAD. Our mission? To rescue 1,300 survivors and collect data on the Third Energy Project.
Hey Sarge, where do you want this? Did you organize a transmission on this GPS? There's something wrong. Hey. Huh?
So, this is the Cretaceous way of welcoming guests, huh? Not exactly the red carpet treatment.
There's no response.
I'm pretty sure my team's alright. There's more than 1,000 survivors. Let's get moving. Now, hold on. What was your name again? Hey!
The ivy's wrapped around the door. It won't open. Let's try the door over there.
Oh, come on. Didn't they teach you how to open a door at SOAR training? Here, I'll show you. Watch this.
Yeah. That weapon definitely suits a Trat member. But I prefer to go in this way. See ya, Mr. Barbarian.
Hey, the name's Dylan. Call me that when you need some help, okay?
How did she know that that was going to short that out? Alright, without further ado, we have Dino Crisis 2. You'll notice that we have pre-rendered backgrounds as opposed to 3D backgrounds like we did in Dino Crisis 1. And as I play, you'll notice that the game is very different. They're, oh, wait. Alright. Okay, hopefully you can hear me over the music. Yeah, you'll notice that we're not starting with Regina. We are starting with a new character. His name is Dylan, as he pointed out for us a little earlier. You also notice that the game is very, very action-oriented. What the hell? And, yeah. And, okay. Well, while I'm here, one of the things that they added to this game, other than the immense amount of action, is a life bar. Now you can actually tell what the hell your life is at. And, you know, you notice at the top we've got our main weapon and our sub-weapon, so you're able to carry around two things at once. So... also able to run and shoot at the same time, which is a big deal in these types of games. So, if there is no run button, you hold forward, you run automatically. Still have auto aim. Pretty useful in a game like this. Yep, and you get combos, and you get what is called extinction points for every room that you clear, depending on how high you get your combo, whether or not you get hit, things like that. And the way these little screens right here work is usually when you, I guess you can call it zoning, going to the next little camera change, then dinosaurs typically will come out. They are not unlimited. When I was playing the game throughout the week, I started trying to see how many I could get come out. It's about 30 dinosaurs. Notice that I don't have to reload at all. This is just big ass pool of ammo. And just a little bit more of that. Alright. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no damage bonus. That right there is probably the easiest way to get extinction points. They really don't give you a reason for the points themselves. It's just kind of like, here, use them. Alright, what do you say? You get knocked down real easy in this game. It's kind of frustrating. That crap. And there are certain items you get later on that enable you to keep your combo going. the counter lasts a little longer, things like that. You really don't need to be stingy with the ammo at all in this game. I like reptiles. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here. Ah. Again, this game is not survival horror. For some reason, I don't remember this game being like this, but hey, you know, it is what it is. This game is still very fun. The story's a little wonky, though. I think when you start dealing with time travel, things get a little weird. I'm surprised I killed him. Yeah. That's how I do it. If you like something, you should be willing to kill it. What's wrong with this guy? What's going on, Osterman? I'll explain a little bit about this game once I get to a safer area where I'm not having to mash the shotgun dinosaur button. And like the first game, you are able to run and aim at the same time, which in the first game really didn't help too much. So.
Who are you? Are you one of the survivors? Don't run away! Come out! We came here to rescue you!
For some reason, when they do the little in-game cutscenes, the models get a little fuzzy. I'm not sure if that's to make the animation smooth or whatnot. But it's for background. Dino Crisis 2 was released in late September, I believe, in 2000. So it's not too much longer after the first one, about a year. So, but I mean the drastic change. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Shinji Mikami, the guy who did the first game and most of the Resident Evil series, he wasn't involved with this project at all. So now we get to the thing that makes this game very easy, which is the shopping menu. You are able to buy just about anything. I mean, as you progress through the game, you'll get more and more weapons. There is no limit to how many weapons you can carry, so you get a machine gun, a rocket launcher, a handgun. I mean, you can carry it all. There's nothing to worry about. You never really need to buy health items, but they're all right here. And later on in the game, they're so cheap that it's really just, it's like, okay, I guess. Ammo. You do not need to find ammo in this game. This is how you get more ammo. Spend points. There you go, full ammo. Nothing to worry about. You can upgrade your weapons. The only thing you can't upgrade, though, is how many rounds it can hold. I don't know. I've never seen a shotgun that can hold 100 plus rounds, but whatever. And further on you get in the game, there's actually tools in here that make the game a little too easy at times. But we'll get to that in a second. So, but like I said earlier, pre-rendered backgrounds, not 3D like they were in the first game. No run button. And the only real limit to items that you can hold is health items. So, and you can actually hold quite a few of them. Yes, thank you. Still got your resuscitation packs. I don't know if there are continues in this game. So, I'll try not to die. There's only 2 or 3 parts in the game where you actually have to worry about getting killed. And it's usually not because you take too much damage. It's usually either an instant kill or a, like, escort this person over here, and let's hope they don't get too much damage on them. And if you wanted to, you can sit here and go back and forth and, you know, grind out points to get some, you know, decent weapons and things. I wouldn't recommend actually trying to run from the raptors. They can actually run faster than you. So, pretty much your options are fight, and fight some more. So, and again, you guys have noticed how many health items I've picked up so far. Pretty ridiculous. And the way these, like I said before, the way the dinosaurs actually work is whenever you zone, usually more will spawn. Some of the weirdest things, though, is like in a section like this, if I decide to walk forward, you can clearly see there's nothing behind me, but sometimes when you zone forward, a dinosaur will appear behind you right here, which is fucking weird as hell, but that's just how the game is. When the dinosaurs jump out, they can actually hit you, so that's kind of a pain sometimes too when you're in the jungle areas. There we go. And usually the goal when going through a lot of these is just try not to get hit. If you can get a combo of about 4 and up, you'll get a pretty hefty bonus. And you can actually kind of cheat the system like areas like this. So you're like, alright, well, here. Zone. There you go. A couple more. And like I said, there is actually a limit. It's about roughly 30 dinosaurs per room. You know, your sub-weapon, you can press circle, you swing your machete. It's actually a fairly decent weapon. You know, use it, it'll knock raptors over, things like that. You won't really need it, though, because you can see he doesn't even have to cock the shotgun, you just keep pressing it and he keeps pulling the trigger. So you really just have to kind of worry about, is the camera angle okay? Are you going to get pinned like this? And unlike the first game, dinosaurs do not, they don't follow you. So. Not a big deal, though. Surprised I missed that. Oh. So, cover items. This is pretty much as many as you can hold. So, and small ones actually heal you for quite a bit. And your health never, you can never get your bar any higher than that, so. Unfortunately, there's some items later on in the game that can prevent you from being, like, cut, so your character won't bleed. Oh, wait. We now have an old friend. I wouldn't recommend trying to shoot it. Just run from it. The little compies running around. It's an interesting little scene there. Just like the first game, T-Rex will follow you around for, you know, a good while. Those guys are... you do learn later on, but I really don't like what they did with those weird Mad Max biker guys. And I don't know, whoever was here earlier, early on in the game you can see Regina, she actually has a stun rod. You do get to use her, and she's actually the better of the two. But she's actually able to open these doors right here, so you do switch off every once in a while. And you kind of have to come back, backtrack a little bit. Things I don't like doing, but it doesn't hurt the game at all. And unlike the first game, there is only one ending. So there's not much else to it than beat the game, and that's it. I'm actually going to be able to use her very, very soon. I actually really don't like this character very much. Regina's hotter, and I like girls who have their hair colored, so... So, do I have enough points? Not yet, but that's okay. No tools. Again, you know, if you want to, go ahead and charge it up. This gun right here is actually very, very useful. Unfortunately, I don't have enough points. But we can remedy that. The blue little discs right there are just like the files. Yeah, they always like to pin you right here. Dude. And like any other, survival horror game, which, this game is not, you want to tell if an enemy's dead or not, you just aim your gun, let it see if it'll auto-aim, things like that. And you'll notice I didn't get hit there, but I actually didn't get a no-hit bonus. And the reason is you do need to get a high enough combo. So I guess it's a way to prevent you from abusing the system. So now your combo doesn't need to be like 4 if you can kill enough, enough rappers. Oh, damn it! You actually don't have to worry. If you get hit, your combo drops. So just teleport in. Oh, no more? Alright. That's fine. Have I ever played Gallerinas? No, I have not. Make sure I don't get eaten here. Ah! I'm actually not sure if the T-Rex in this game has a one-hit kill or not. So I've never stuck around long enough to try and see. Again, more files. Really don't need to pick them up. When you actually are playing the game, though, I'd recommend doing it because there's a lot of useful information and kind of gives you some, insight to the game. Standard things. And I would like to say that this game is about, find the key, I'll wait.
You have inserted an incorrect key. Trespassing confirmed. This room will be locked.
Somebody answer me. David. Regina. Over.
This is Regina. Over.
Regina, I'm trapped. I'm at the military facility. I need your help. Over.
Did you swing your precious machete around? Well, I guess I can help you out. Over.
Good. Okay. I'll put a key in front of the door as a mark. Don't let me down. Over and...
I'm not sure about the voice actor for Dylan, but I know that the voice actor for Regina is the same one from Dino Crisis 1. Although she sounds a little different. Alright, finally get to use a character I actually like. Regina actually starts with a handgun. And the handgun's actually good in this game. It's not it's not like a pea shooter or anything like that. And like I said before, Regina can open up these locked doors. She has like a little stun rod, kind of Resident Evil 5 style. Really don't need to use it though. Yeah. Okay, these Dino files right here, there are, I believe, 11 of them in the game. If you find them all, you get infinite ammo for all your guns. So, if you're thinking about playing the game or have it already, I'd recommend going to get them all. I haven't found them all yet, but I will. One thing I do like about the pre-rendered graphics in this game is they do stuff like this. You can see the T-Rex walking below you. They do that a couple times. You see them in the background, raptors running around, things like that. There were like some pterodactyls or something up there. But like I was saying before, one of the things, they switched this game to action, and as a result, there are like no puzzles. Handgun's actually pretty decent. I can aim correctly. The problem with doing an action game like this is camera angles are always going to be an issue. Someone's phone's ringing. Just able to hold, quite a few bullets in that clip. You can shoot through the... I don't want to say you can shoot through the walls, but you can shoot through, like, brush and things like that. Keeping yourself moving is a good option. And actually, I can go into that door, but there's no reason for me to. That's much better. The game's a lot of fun, actually. I mean, I've had more fun playing this game than I have quite a few of them. This game is definitely a little bit more difficult than DC-1. And we have our first new dinosaur. Not sure if you guys can hear me over the music, but this is, I believe, an Allosaurus. Okay. Basically, when those show up, unless you've got heavy firepower, you're not going to be able to take them out. You get a shitload of points for doing it, but they're pretty much they're kind of like mini T-Rexes. So, I mean, when one shows up, run. Getting around behind them is really difficult because they're surprisingly agile. They're able to kind of strafe, things like that. It's dumb. Later on, Regina gets some of the best weapons in the game. Get up, girl. And since Regina is able to... auto-aiming. It's one of the disadvantages with auto-aiming. This guy in front of you, I want to shoot him. Nah, not going to be able to do that, because there's a guy closer to you. It's typically how it works. Usually proximity, but things like that happen. Not much you can do about it. And like I said, already full on health items, so... A small one? Why not? Yep, see. Pick up another one. Yep. Hey, what the hell? Yeah, the combo system that they have in this game. Okay, enough of that garbage. Yeah, in this game you actually get points and things. There's a little combo system depending on, you know, how many enemies you can kill in a certain time after killing another one. And you spend those points here at the little stations like this. I guess you could call it that in a way. But now you actually do need the flamethrower to progress, so And this is you can actually get different sub-weapons. This gun actually is a piece of shit, so if you're playing this game, don't bother buying it. Again, no tools. So, like I said, there's no finding ammo in this game, so it's like, I need more ammo. Well, there you go. Nothing to worry about. So they've eliminated a lot of things, and like I said before, one of the things that suffered as a result is puzzles. There are no puzzles in this game. And I actually like puzzles. Puzzles are fun. But yeah, this game has infinitely more action than Dino Crisis 1 did.
Huh? Grab my hand. Who are... Listen, young lady, I don't want to do this to you, but you've left me no other choice.
Yeah, you get a lot of story all at once in this game. So at the beginning, you're really just kind of like, what? Why are there people with biker helmets shooting exploding frisbees and things? But you know, just got to deal with it for now. So now aim for the. Put in some shitty positions sometimes. Later on, Regina gets a lot of machine guns and you know, weapons that you can aim at two or more dinosaurs and things. I do like Mad Max, and I do like dinosaurs, so. Again, for anybody that's wondering, you know, why aren't I reloading? You don't reload in this game. You just, I've got 200 ammo. I'm going to shoot. So this is where the large ones come in. Again, you don't have to be stingy with your health, you don't have to be stingy with your ammo. This is an action game. Run, shoot, keep going. And our new friend the Allosaurus is still over here. You'll notice the way he moves when I try to get around him. Well, the way he normally moves. I notice the raptors are being a little bit more difficult than all my other runs. That's alright, though. Yeah, she really does seem to kind of... It's just, I have a handgun and a stun gun. Oof. Got kind of lucky there. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. No damage bonuses. That's how you get... That's how you get a lot of points in this game. Alright, now the reason that you need to get this gun is so you can actually get through this area. There are no dinosaurs in this area, only these weird, I don't know, pod things that spew poison. How she's walking around in it is beyond me, but it's a nice easy way to get combos and things. Unfortunately, though, you don't get a no-hit bonus in here, so if you go through it without getting touched or anything, it still doesn't matter. And combos are easier to maintain the further along you go into the game because of tools and special items that you can get. And the higher your combo gets, obviously the more points you get, because there's a slight bonus for every, I guess, multiplier, if you can call it that. Try to keep your eyes open a little bit. You can kind of spot these things. There we go, easy 5,600. And no hit bonus though, but hey, not a big deal. After you clear this room though, there will be dinosaurs in here, so this is just a nice way to get, you know, almost 10,000, I believe. 10,000 extinction points, which every time you beat the game, they do carry over because there's a mini game that you get to play, and you can actually use the points to purchase characters for the minigame. And two of those characters are actually Rick and Gale from the first game. If you guys remember my run. The black guy and the really rough marine dude. Unfortunately, they're not in this game, which is kind of sad, because I really do like those characters. There we go. You'll notice we're in the area where Dylan was. And it's a good idea to check these things, just to see, because you can get really good weapons. This gun right here is one that you'll use with Regina a lot, and it's actually worth upgrading the cartridge in it. But we're only going to do 1,000, because you really won't use that many. Let's see here. Actually, there might be some tools too. No. Resuscitation packs in this game work exactly the way they did in the first one. Which is, you get killed, use it, it's like I had an extra life, don't have to worry about too much. And when you actually equip this weapon, you cannot have a sub-weapon. Not a giant deal, though. These are some of the best weapons you can get. You can actually run relatively fast with them. Some of the guns you get, you have to walk, and she can actually pull a Code Veronica. She can aim at 2 dinosaurs at once, things like that. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Frisbees. Just why there were dinosaurs here. Guess not. Here's another one of these neat little background things they do. Got some nice, I guess those are Triceratops back there, whom you have an unfriendly meeting with later. And here is actually an old enemy from the first game, and they're just as fucking annoying as they ever were. It's in your best interest just to keep on running. And preferably run in the correct direction. Notice they're a lot more aggressive than they were in the first game. Really annoying. No, you can't shoot the Triceratops and everything. I've actually tried, because I had a feeling somebody was going to ask me that. Alrighty. But no, you are not able to shoot them in the background. You can, however, shoot these enemies, but it's really not worth it, because they fly around too much, and it's hard to kind of keep track of where they're at. You're not really looking up. Now things are much more fun. Like I said, you can shoot more than one dino. I'm actually going to take off just to get my free points. Again, there's nothing wrong with aiming just to see if there's anyone there. Like I said before, Dylan's actually not able to get into these rooms. Unfortunately, if you want to use your sub-weapon to open them, you have to switch to another weapon. But I highly recommend you stick with these guns. I agree. You should be able to shoot the Triceratops. And let me see if there's anything in here other than... Oh yeah, here we go. And they put all your items in a little section right here. So I guess you could call this a puzzle. If you don't know which key to grab, I mean, all you have to really do is look for the color of the lock. That's where Dylan is right now, because he's, I guess, trapped in a room, and it's blue, and it doesn't change ever. So, and I thought at one point I would have to come back here to do some things, and you don't. So let's just grab the blue key. Congratulations, you're done. So not too much thinking in this game. What's this game about? I guess it's easier to explain if you've played the first one, but there's a... God, what the hell could you even call it? I guess an energy source that they call third energy, and I guess it's really unstable, and through using this third energy, they're able to create time portals. And they were doing experiments, just like they were in the first game, and an entire complex and a small city were actually transported to another time. So you are sent in with a larger team of people to just kind of rescue everybody and collect all the data that they've amassed. And so as it stands right now, nobody's really alive. Dinosaurs are fucking running amok everywhere, and you're just trying to find survivors here and there are mysterious Mad Max bikers running around everywhere. Again, don't bother with these guys, just run. You might take some damage here and there, but you get so much health in this game. There's no conservation whatsoever. And again, if you need to know, well, here it is. It actually looks kind of purple to me. I think my vision's a little off, but it's blue. There you go.
Hey, what took you?
What's going on, Miskin?
Nice to see you, too. You owe me one. I found a young female survivor. But she was uncooperative. I locked her up in the control ship. I'll take her back to the ship. You go on ahead. I'll meet you.
Meanwhile...
Just try to relax. What is wrong with you? You're a survivor, right? Please, we're here to help. What's your name? Where are all the others? Where's your family?
Regina, you better come and see this.
Who trashed the place?
No, that's not you. That's actually the game. They actually didn't edit it correctly. I looked it up. I thought my
in here and destroyed all the computers.
The activator for the gate is broken too. We can't get back to our own time.
It must have been those people with the helmet.
They also damaged the engine activator. We can't even move our ship.
Okay. We'll have to look for something in this world in order to get us back to our original time. And we have to find parts for the ships.
Hey. Before you go, handcuff the girl so she won't run away. There's a facility we haven't gone to yet. You gotta check it out.
Right.
Yeah, so you guys, don't worry. It's not you. It's not the stream. It's not the game either. Like the disc isn't scratched.
Calm down. I'm here to help you. Just calm down. Look, I have to make sure you don't... Trust me. Doing? Stop it. What's the matter?
Jeez. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's not the game. They cut off the audio. I've actually looked this game up and seen some other people play it, and for some reason when they made this game, they cut the audio short. So, I mean, not sure what to do about it. And machete upgrades. You really don't need them. And I'll actually wait. Actually, I need points to get that damn gun. Nice little boat. So now the plot is... Okay, somebody came in here, screwed up our portal. Now we have no DeLorean, so we need to find a way to get back. So we need to fix everything that's broken while continuing the mission. Oh, got a new friend here. How far am I ahead? Well, this is only Dino Crisis 2. I mean, I've done quite a few of the Resident Evil games. I put down a lot of the games that I've played already at the bottom of the stream. Just a couple little things, bits of info. And I'll be more than happy to play games again for anybody. You're actually not supposed to do this right here until a little later in the game, but I actually want to get that now. As opposed to later. Yeah, there's a keycard that you need later on in the game, and you have to come all the way back over here to get it. But if you know where it is, you can just grab it, and you don't have to do that. And that leaf will actually show you where it is. So, and little game trick: climbing up ladders actually makes you invincible, so you don't need to worry. Oh, I'm sorry you had to watch that RE1 stream, man. That game's rough. It's funnier because the further I've been getting into these games, the easier they've been getting. So now there was actually an area with Regina where there were some vines on the door. And that's probably the only real use of the machete. So Regina's able to open up the electronically locked doors, and Dylan can chop vines. Garbage position I need to... Close. No cigar. It's true, I did make up for it in the end. Here we go. I love see. I like what they did. They've done some really nice stuff. Got some raptors running around up there. And the reason they're not attacking is because, like I said, you can't shoot them. I've tried. But I like when they do things like that in games. Just kind of adds some flavor to it. Yeah, you would think with her little stun rod or something. I don't know. Maybe she could. They're vines. I mean, how hard is it to pull them off the door? But whatever. It's a game. Hope I can get it without getting hurt. There we go. Alright. Unfortunately, he is not able to use the machine gun. He only gets... His weapon options are really shitty, to be perfectly honest. He gets a shotgun, and then he gets like a lightning gun. I guess you could call it that. All it really does is shoot like this orb in front of him. It goes maybe about another character length in front of him, and it kind of hovers there for a little bit. It's sort of useful. If they don't get attacked. And again, he can use the flamethrower, so I don't want to call them universal weapons, but weapons you need in order to progress in the game. If you buy them with one character, you will you're able to continuously use them with all the characters. But like the dual machine guns, unfortunately, Dylan can't use them, and that's half the reason why I don't like playing as him. He has garbage weapons. I mean, the shotgun's not bad, but later on in the game, you won't be able to kill anything with it. I mean, even right now, I'm having to pump some rounds into the fucking raptors. There we go. Let's see. Now, the more no damages you get, it stacks. And if you recall, Regina actually opened up this door that was over here. And I actually have enough. And it's a good idea to... There we go. You notice it only has 50 rounds, so not a big deal, though. You can upgrade it if you want to, but there are just some better weapons later on. So, this is what it does. Like that. I don't know what the hell that raptor's doing there, but you notice it kind of kills him in one hit. Later on in the game, it won't nearly be as useful, but when it hovers there, you can actually... Some dinosaurs will run into it. So if this idiot had jumped... What the hell is he doing? There he goes. So, but I mean, you really need to be close to them in order for this gun to be any of any use. There we go, like that. See, other dinosaurs can hit it. I guess one of the only other uses for it is if you're running and there's a dinosaur behind you. If you shoot it and then so as you're running, if there's a dinosaur catching up to you, you can actually shoot it, run through it, and then they'll hit it usually like that. Oh, I didn't even see myself get hit. Great. Now I lost my orientation. I don't know where I'm at. Okay. So I mean, there's some. Yeah, it would be nice if it was rapid fire. Yeah, it says it destroys cells through light vibration. Something really goofy. Actually, I should stop. I should stop stopping in the middle of this area and just keep running. I got him late. So let's see if I can test my theory here. There we go. So like that. There we go. See, I mean, you can really rack up points if you don't get hit. So, I mean, that's pretty much your goal. It's like, alright. So now I'm in this area, and just make sure you kill enough of them. Save my own ass twice. There's another one around here somewhere. There we go. Hope that's enough. Nope, guess not. Guess it's a little picky sometimes. Our Allosaurus friend is still around here somewhere. There he is. Like I said, climbing the ladders, you're invincible. They can actually jump up on these, on the higher platforms, just like the raptors can. But again, you really need some heavy firepower, which he does get, but you get it later in the game, and at that point you're just like, alright, I killed one Allosaurus, because there's really not that many later on. So unless you want to waste the ammo, it really isn't worth it. I believe you get 5,000 for killing him, and the ammo that you'll have spent will probably equal about 5,000, and kind of recoup recouping your losses. Oh well. Please run. Keep doing that. Oh well. Again, so Dylan's specialty is he can cut vines. There we go. And we're about to be introduced to another little dinosaur here. Not the compies. But, I don't know their technical name that they give them in the game. They're pretty much Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park. They spit goo, and they're kind of tiny. I really wish they had the neck thing. Yes, okay, shoot them now. And they do this with jump kick thing, actually. You might notice them do it every once in a while. Oh. Auto aim. Around it. There's that jump kick. Right in my face. Let's see. Actually, I'll just use a small one. Small ones give you a good chunk of health. I don't know if I could say it's half, but it's a lot. I actually don't need to sit here and kill these guys. Oh, yeah, you actually find a key. Here it is. Find the research facility key. And you have to actually use it on all these doors in here, but... Yeah, it was. I like the little frill they had. So we're in a new little area. There's I guess you could call it a puzzle in this area, or an action puzzle. I think somebody said that earlier. So you'll notice there's these little I guess opening in the wall with a green light above it. There's actually a really goofy scene coming up where you actually need to use that. It'd be nice if you cut those vines for me. Thank you. At this point, I don't know why they make you cut these doors like this, because Regina doesn't ever come here, so it's never like, oh, Regina's here, and as a result, she can't access this area, but whatever. There we go. So that med pack I use, there's another one. And again, there's another little file. You don't really need to pick it up. I would recommend it, though, if you want to try to get more story. Because they're pretty... Yeah, here we go. There's this key card right here. And actually, this right here, I'll actually explain it when I have enough points for it. It's actually really good to have. I would recommend saving up the points to get it. I'm actually kind of low on points. Usually when I get here, I can buy it. Not a big deal, though. Alright, here's this goofy little part I was talking about.
Hey, that's mine.
Yes, a compy steals your little card and you have to go get it back from him. He's sitting there dancing like an asshole. So... your job at this point is to try to coax him into going into one of the holes in the wall here. So he likes to actually go into the little vine areas. So hopefully I can get him. I want to get in there. There we go. And you go into the room. And I've actually tried to shoot him. There we go. You can close it off, kind of. Try to get him to go. There's that cage I opened up. You want him to go into the cage. Get in there. There we go. Yeah, the first time I did this, I was like, alright, I'm just gonna shoot him, and then it's like, no, you can't. It's like, why? Fucking shoot the little shit. He's a thief. Alright, where is he? Hopefully, he'll probably try to get out. Now he's stuck in the room. And he can hit you, but it doesn't do any damage, so you really don't need to worry. He's under the table. So all you really need to do is just get him in that other room over there. See, like that. He can hit you, but it doesn't do any damage. So what exactly is the point in running the other way? There you go. There. And I love it. He kind of throws the keycard back out at you. And you get a Dino file. What's neat about these little things is you can actually read about the, the dinosaurs, things like that. So, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, if you're playing the game, it's really fun to read about it. I don't know how accurate they are, but it's still fun. Oh, they're actually a little... Yeah, there you go. Guys running around up in here. What's weird is when you kill them, they actually... The noise they make, it sounds like a chimp. For just a second, so... Whenever I kill one... Yeah, I had a buddy that went to the, went to the museum not too long ago, and he said they dressed up the T-Rex like a giant chicken. So like, oh, they had feathers, and I was like, aw, I like them being giant lizards. Yeah, so listen when they die. They sound like fucking chimps. Yeah, it's one of the weirdest things. I was just running back there. I was like, oh, there's someone here. Alrighty. Let's get the hell out of this room. And again, you're only here for the battery. Yeah, they couldn't exactly get stock dinosaur noises. They can spit stuff at you, but they don't really do it that often. I'm gonna need some ammo for this gun here in a bit. Gonna hit him. Ah. That's what I get. Oh well. Actually. Whoa. Oh. You notice the music in the safe room is actually the same from the first game. Music in this game isn't too terrible. I really wish that there are some areas where you go long periods of time and there's no music at all, and I really wish they would do something about that. Well, I really wish they had done something about that, because I really don't enjoy just kind of running around and listening to nothing. So, again. I actually would recommend upgrading some of these guns, because I guess I was about to say money, but the points you spend in ammo, you could probably easily just spend having a bigger clip. But I'm being a cheapskate, so... See, now why did he aim at the other guy? Ah, well. I swear sometimes it's like, well, whichever one will inconvenience you most, that's the one we'll target. forget him. Okay. There he goes, jumping up there. Those things move pretty quick for a bigger dinosaur. When you get like the anti-tank gun, you can actually take him down in about 3 or 4 shots. Actually, want to try to rack up a couple more points here. Or maybe not. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you listen to the T-Rex sound in Jurassic Park, there's actually some elephant in there, and I think there's some tiger, or lion, excuse me. I actually really do enjoy that sound effect. It was one of the first movies I watched when I got my surround sound system. Turn that shit up real loud. It's a lot of fun. Smarty stopped. Wow, really? That's pretty interesting. Probably some Joan Rivers. I don't doubt that for a second. Alright, so at this part what we need to do is just make our way back to the boat. Now that we have this battery. See, now right here, if I was those little things, I'd probably start spinning, but whatever. And I actually don't think I have enough. I actually would really like to buy that vest. Actually, I think I do. Tools. Okay. This vest right here, you'll notice, is by wearing the suit, it will completely stop you from bleeding. Okay, so fairly simple. I'm not that far into the game at the moment. Because of this item right here, the hemostat healing item and the large medical pack item are completely useless. Because, I mean, obviously the hemostat suit will prevent you from it'll stop your bleeding. And the large med pack differs from the medium in that it stops bleeding and gives you full health. So at this point in the game, you only need small med packs and medium ones, preferably lots of mediums. So this is probably one of those items that's a little game breaking. And it's probably one of the... If I had to say that there was an item that made the game a little too easy, it would be that vest right there that I just picked up. And there's another one that you actually get later on. How did I miss him? And it will reduce all the damage you take by, like... It's either half or, like, 3/4, because I swear you get bit by some dinosaurs later on, and you're like, I should be dead right now, and it does no damage to you. I agree. If you have enough points to buy it, I mean, you should be rewarded. But and then there was a card in the tools section also that you can get, and what that does is it actually extends the time that you get between like combo points and things, and it prolongs it to such a degree that keeping your combo up really isn't that difficult. So like right now, the combo's done. If I had that one, I mean, it would have... That guy, if I hadn't got hit, it would have counted. I guess if you think about it, getting the card will definitely give you more, because you could easily make up the points. That's luck. But I'm just being a stickler, just because I'm not really grinding out my points. So I'm just like, all right, whatever will give me the quickest edge. And actually, if you're playing this game fairly, I guess I could say with more skill than I am right now, you'll actually have enough points at that section to actually buy both of them. And I'm actually going to switch. And like I said, there's no limit to the amount of weapons you can hold, and you will hold quite a few. There we go. I definitely could use some ammo. And at one point I actually sat here and I tried to pump ammo into him. And I managed to go through about 100 of those little, I don't know, disruptor bolts or whatever those things are called, and almost all my shotgun ammo, and he still didn't go down, so it's just not worth it. Another one showing up on those boxes for some reason. But again, your goal is just to get back to the boat at this point. There's no real reason to fight them. If I had an Xbox, I would play 3 for you guys, but I unfortunately don't own one, so... And I have seen some clips from 3. The game seems... saying it's different is an understatement.
She's gone.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what else is weird? I've checked the stats on all the residents and soldiers, but I couldn't find any profile fitting her description. It's like she doesn't exist.
Well, I was thinking, maybe she's not one of the survivors at all. What if those helmet people are from a completely different time than ours?
What?
Never mind. We found parts that might help fix the ship. But what matters now is we still haven't found any survivors or helpful data, so we must move on and search elsewhere.
This control panel is programmed to search for the areas where we can dock.
Right.
And now that we have the starter battery... Actually, let me give myself some ammo here. You know what? And I'm going to save just because of the stream. And again, there's no penalty for saving. And this is a nice little interesting section where you're able to kind of choose where you want to go. Unfortunately, going here, you're not going to be able to get very far because you need an item from this location. So definitely go here. hopefully you guys can hear me, but this is actually one of the more fun sections of the game. I love how all the dinosaurs attack you at once.
Almost there. Keep it up. Good job. Over here. Sharp shooter, aren't you? Hang around the arcade one?
Yeah, so that's a nice little fun part for everybody. When I played the game again, I was like, "Whoa, what's up with this FPS portion right here?" But there's only 2 of them in the game. And that's obviously the first one. A lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So now you notice Regina's able to get, so it's like, all right, well, you're using Dylan, he has shit weapons. Well, now it's like, okay, you can get a missile pod, you can get a heavy machine gun, and then this piece of garbage, which you'll never buy. And again, now I'm actually going to buy this. So, this area coming up right here, you can actually get quite a few extinction points. It's actually relatively easy. And if you happen to die on those FPS sections, if you have a resuscitation pack, it'll bring you right to the beginning. So, but I actually really do like those sections. It's a definite change of pace. And like I said, that key card that I found with the leaf that was kind of floating around in the puddle, you actually need it to come here. So if you go all the way here, they tell you, oh, it's all the way back there, so then you have to go all the way back. These guys right here are the reason you're actually able to get so many points. I highly recommend that you farm these guys. Come on, give me some more. Oh, guess not. But like I said, there you go. See? I mean, that's a lot of points for pretty much nothing. I mean, there's hardly any danger if you have these weapons. And the ammo you'll spend here, you'll easily make up with the points you get. Like I said, dinosaurs aren't infinite. And this large med pack, I mean, it's nice to have full health, but it really, that vest that I picked up really doesn't, it makes them useless. Yep, and there you go. So another almost 20k. Just from those two little sections. And unfortunately, we have to deal with these guys. So, like I said, just do your best. Just try to dodge them, and then yeah, they can pick you up like they could in the first game. Unfortunately, there are no no fans that they can drop you into. Yes, yes, come on. So pretty much you can get all the way here, put up with all this crap, and then realize that you actually need to go all the way back to get that key card. So, just use that. And I believe it's this one. There we are. Yeah, so if you guys are running out of points, just run through those two areas with the I don't know what the hell those things are, brachiosauruses, or I'm sure they're not, but a couple of them. You actually don't even need to open that. Come on, there's got to be more of them around here somewhere. The type of gun this is, you would think that it would chew through ammo relatively quickly. It's actually pretty good about ammo. And this is probably, if I had to pick a favorite gun, this would probably be it. Any more? Please tell me there's more. Yeah. I actually have no idea what their attack is because I've never been hit by them. There you go. Nice and easy. So I'm actually, I don't know, I wasn't keeping track of the numbers, but I'm pretty sure I made about 50k there. Yeah, like I said, Regina is just way more fun to play in this game. Damn, both of these weapons are actually really, really good. Let me check the tools first. Okay, this is an upgrade for Dylan's, obviously his blade, and this is an upgrade for her melee weapon. You don't need it. Don't waste your money on it. But while we're at it, I will waste money on this gun. And the ammo is relatively cheap. So, I'm actually going to end up buying both of these at some point. But when will I use them first? Actually, I'm going to buy this one. That machine gun will actually allow you to use your sub-weapon. The only real downside to it is that it has a relatively small clip. Well, I mean, as for a machine gun, you know, this one obviously has 1,000, but that one actually starts with 300. And while you're aiming it, you can only walk. But like I said, you know, you notice that Regina's weapons are clearly better than Dylan's. I think the best weapons that Dylan gets, he gets a missile launcher, which you don't need at all, and then he gets an anti-tank rifle, which is useful, but you only use it in like 1 or 2 sections. So it's just kind of a waste. I mean, pretty much all the good guns are going to Regina, and she's more fun to play as, in my opinion. And I actually don't like using women in a lot of games, so. And there is a file that will actually tell you what this number is. And you'll notice that this is the first actual... Whoops. And I'm going to have to probably go look this damn thing up. Let me see. I think the code actually changed. Yep. Alright, now we gotta go look for it. Their dinner. Here it is. And I didn't write anything down because that is the only puzzle that you actually, I guess you can call it a puzzle. That's the only door you actually need to enter in anything, which is in sharp contrast to the first game, where every 15 seconds you were having to enter in a phrase or something. Unfortunately, that means we have to run all the way back. Well, I guess I should say unfortunately. These guys up again. And if you wanted to, you could sit here and you could milk these points for all you're worth. Back through here. And it's kind of hard to see, but sometimes if there's more than one, Regina will actually only point one gun at one and then point the other. She did there for a second, but that's another reason to use these guns. I would like to say the game's pretty good about auto-aiming, but with these guns, it's, you know, if she aims at one, she will aim at the other. So it's not too big a deal. Alrighty. Oh yeah, it actually does change. 5420. And unlike the first game, you actually do have a file subsection. If you guys remember in the first game, you know, if you looked at a file, you didn't pick it up. So if you forgot something, you had to run all the way back to the file and read it again. So if for some reason I forget 5420, I can just pull it up in my file. There we go, another 20K. I mean, and if you wanted to, I'm actually not sure how many times you can go in and out. But you know, hey, if you're really strapped for points, just chill right up there and you know, get yourself some free points. actually good to know that this changes. I was unaware of that. But as you notice, I really didn't have to go very far to get that code. It's not like I have to run to the other side of the facility to find the code. Yeah, you're right. It is just a fetch quest. I mean, I guess you could argue that just about any, I guess, puzzle, quote unquote, it really isn't much of a puzzle at all. And I mean, we've got like a goofy little thing coming up right here, which I actually don't. So I actually need the stun rod for this little portion. But like I said, if you're aiming this gun and trying to move, you know she walks, but you can use your sub weapon, which is nice. This isn't really much of a puzzle. I mean, I guess the game would consider it a puzzle. But pretty much the goal here is
reactivating main power. Please check computer until power is supplied to all devices. Warning. When power is overloaded, this reactivation process will be suspended.
Okay, so what the goal is you'll notice one of these flashes, and you gotta run up and swing your little stun rod at it. And that's pretty much it. So, the first time I was doing this, I was trying to run up and press the boxes. And then I was like, oh, okay. Thankfully, there's only 2 of these in the game, so... Come on. Oh, no!
The power has been overloaded.
Shut up. Well, at least you guys get to see what happens when you fail. I'm not sure if the pattern's the same. It looks like it is. Come on.
The power has been...
What's funny is every time I've been playing this, I've never had an issue here. It's only because I'm streaming. That's alright, this game's actually pretty short, so... you can beat it in roughly 2 hours. There we go. Enough of that crap. Like I said, not really much of a puzzle. You're just kind of hitting things. It's like, all right, why exactly there's something like that in this facility is beyond me. If I'm not mistaken, I think a file says that the computer shorts out, and it says if you just give it a whack with something that gives off electricity, you'll be okay. And God, now we're coming up to one of the portions of the game I really don't like. This is probably one of 2. I really don't like underwater portions in games, and I really don't like going into sewers in games. And unfortunately, it seems like you have to do either one or the other in most games these days. This actually gives me a headache looking at the screen wiggle around like this. for this section, you actually get, I guess, 2 free underwater weapons. You have, I guess you get, it's like a wrist thing that shoots out air, and it can actually stun the weird, I don't know, Crocosaurus, whatever the hell these things are called. And then you also have like a needle gun, which actually has unlimited ammo, so... And what I actually really don't like about this part, more than anything, is they don't tell you that you can jump. So in certain sections, like, you need to jump, and you're trying to climb up a ladder. I actually thought I was stuck, like I thought the game had fucked up at one point. And then, like, I actually, I thought I'd pressed all the buttons, but because I was being an idiot, I obviously hadn't. But, and then I was like, oh, you can jump. I was like, well, they don't really say anything, but it's like, okay, whatever. I don't expect a tutorial mode for every portion of the game. But, this is the only portion where you do jump, though, so some sort of mention would be nice. Yeah, when you use the little wrist thing, it actually pushes you back a bit. And you notice you don't run, and you can't run, so you kind of have to do this. Just kind of walk around real slow. You can't fall off the ledges, and of course they do try to do platforming and things. So, this is actually... I really just don't like underwater levels at all. And you actually do need to buy a weapon for one stupid section of this game, which is this right here. So you gotta waste 20k on a weapon that you're gonna use in like one fight, and for one portion right here. And there's actually a computer to the right, which you actually need to find an item to use. So for right here, for this part, I came back here and I was like, why can't I go up the ladder? I was rubbing up against it, and then I realized, oh, you can jump. Okay, that's nice. So, yeah. Note to everybody, press the triangle button to jump. I apologize if the video is tiny. I'm just trying to keep everything running smooth. I guess if you wanted to, you could max it out. And again, if you want to make sure there's no dinosaurs or Crocosauruses nearby, just... go ahead and use your auto-aiming. Oops, thought I was closer to it. This area, they actually show a couple of different directions. I just really don't like these portions of the game. Not that it's difficult, it's just kind of annoying. And the weird Crocosauruses like to actually come out from these holes that are in the walls around here. So sometimes if you're too close to one, they'll just kind of pop out. There's one. Get up. It's actually dangerous to accidentally force yourself to change camera angles like that, because you can cause more dinosaurs to spawn. Yeah, sure. what the red crap was. I was like, why is the darts shooting red stuff? And I was like, oh, it's blood. That's fine. I really don't need to carry that many more. And yes, you can be knocked off. Stupid crap like that. Actually. And this is the whole reason you actually need this weapon right here. Wow. How did I manage to do that? And again, I stress, I don't like portions of games like this. If I'm not mistaken, I actually believe the enemies in here are unlimited, so... There's plenty of these stupid things to go around. Sure, I'm hitting him. Yep, kinda do. And to be perfectly honest, I really don't care, because this is the only underwater portion in the game, and I fucking hate it, so... Now, like I was saying, the reason you need this weapon is for this goofy part right here. Yeah, they do, and what I hate about it even more is there's no real music, and it's just kind of like water sounds. And, you know, it's like you're fucking having to jump on platforms and stuff. It's like, alright, enough of this crap. I can wait. Thankfully, they're nice enough to allow you to use this little elevator here. They don't make new ones because Dino Crisis 3 came out, and that game was a steaming pile of shit.